Do you need a set of speakers for your computer that look like a piece has fallen off an alien mothership from another galaxy? The e25HD from Edifier is probably what you need. Let's take a look at that.
Press start.
Hey everyone, I am Lucas from Aussie Gamers Express, and today I am taking a look at these Edifier speakers here. It's the e25HD, and they are desktop speakers for your computer. I'm going to do a bit of an unboxing, but first I'm going to take a look at the box. It's a pretty decent sized box here, and on the front it's telling me it's got Bluetooth, it's got optical fiber input, auxiliary, a remote control, 74W RMS. If you know what that means, put a comment down below. It also has DSP, which is tone control, so it says. We've got a silk dome tweeter and touch controls. If anybody watched the previous review I did on the Edifier 235 series, the link will be in the description down below. Similar design here, similar system, just this one without the big massive alien head subwoofer. All right, so let's get this unboxed. It's going to be a little bit awkward because it's big. Oh, there we go. All right, so the big outside of the box is off. Let's get rid of that. Now, I don't know if there's angels inside this one. Let's find out. All right, this I would imagine is instructions and probably a warranty booklet. Let's have a look. Okay, warranty explanation, things that tell you don't eat the speakers, don't put them up your nose, and don't burn them, and things like that. So if you're stupid enough to do those sort of things, maybe read this first. I like to think I'm a little bit more intelligent than that, so I'm going to put this aside. Instruction manual is also in here. Oh look, there was a mistake. There was a mistake and they put a sticker in there. I like when they do that. They're like, whoopsies. We're not going to reprint the book, let's just put a little sticker over the top of it. Alright, so in the box here we've got a remote control and our two speakers. Edifier love to put their speakers in these cute little sock things to keep them safe. I like that too. Alright, I'm going to go with the left one here. I don't know which speaker it is. Usually with Edifier they have a passive and an active speaker, which is fairly normal for any speakers really. But this is what, look at that. Yeah, cute little bag. It's like a sock, but it's not. Alright, let's get this out. Oh, it's a black one. I didn't know what color I had. Here we go. There's the speaker there. This one looks like it is the passive speaker. So this is the one that gets, that does absolutely nothing. This is the lazy speaker. Okay, so here's the other speaker. This will be the right speaker and the active speaker, the speaker that basically does all the work. It has the touch controls on this section here. And we've got the inputs on the back there, and yeah, that's where the power goes in and all that sort of stuff. And that's pretty much it for the speakers. We just have I'll just pop this down for a sec and we'll grab the remote control. All right, so that is the remote control. Nice little small remote there. It's very shiny because it's still in the wrapper. Let me get it out. 3 buttons on the remote control. We've got power and volume up and volume down. That's it. Okay, further in the box we've got some cables. Let's we'll pull these out and have a look at what cables we've got. All right, so it comes with an optical fiber cable, that one there. We've got the power brick, the other end of the power brick that goes into the wall, a Y cable, which means you can plug in a 3.5mm headphone jack, and then have 2 RCA cables for stereos and things like that. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a microfiber cloth, because these things are going to be fingerprint magnets, so you can clean it. Oh, geez, that feels nice to clean. Clean. And what we got here? We've got a double-ended 3.5mm headphone jack, and last but not least is the cable that will go between the two speakers to join them up. So now I'm going to go and hook these up and give them a bit of a play for a few days, and then I'm going to come back and do the review portion of the video, which is essentially going to be just after this section. So I guess without further ado, I'll hand it over to future Lucas. Take it away, buddy. Oh, Cheers, past Lucas. Sorry, you'll have to excuse me for a minute. I'm busy cleaning my fingerprint magnets. Now on to the review portion of this video, where I'm going to talk about my experiences with the Edifier e25HD speakers. First up, I'm going to talk about the appearance of these speakers. While they do look a little bit space age, they sort of do still look at home in your apartment or your home or wherever you put it. I think these are specifically designed to look really good in these kind of studio apartments, specifically where they take these promotional shots for speakers like these. Now there's three different colors that these things are available in. I've got the piano key black here, which is just a shiny black, which will attract a lot of fingerprints, which is hence why they give you this microfiber cloth to clean them when they do get fingerprinted up. They also come in a red and a white color. I would think that the black one probably would suit most, while the red stands out and says, hey, look at my cool speakers, and the white ones probably do still stand out a lot, but aren't going to be so bad with the fingerprints. It was actually quite funny. I asked my wife to come and have a listen and a look at these speakers and tell me what she thinks. She said to me, it looks like an M&M that's had a bite taken out of it. And well, I think that's about right. I actually think if these things came in yellow, they'd have a court case on their hands for copyright infringements on a good old video game character, Pac-Man. Next up, I'm going to talk about the remote control. This thing here. Now, there's not a lot I can say about this because it is very simple. There's three buttons. There's the power button, volume up, and volume down. That's it. The power button will obviously turn the device on and off. It will also switch between Bluetooth mode and wired mode. Beyond these functions, however, this thing doesn't really do anything else. Alright, next up, let's talk about connectivity. Now, there are two main ways that you can connect to these speakers, and I guess the main one would be through Bluetooth. You can connect up your smartphone, your iPad, or any Bluetooth-enabled music device. It's pretty simple to do. All I did is I went into the phone settings, went into Bluetooth, turned it on to Bluetooth mode on the speakers, and just hit connect, and it connected quite easily. Now, this Luna series does boast that it has Bluetooth 4.0. Now, one of the great things about Bluetooth 4.0 is it can accommodate several connections at once. However, the Luna e25HD will only allow you to connect one device at a time. The main benefit that you're getting from Bluetooth 4.0 is the clarity of the signal that goes through from your phone to the speakers. Now, the second way that you can connect to these speakers is through a wired connection, and there is one connector on the back that you can plug in. It's either through an optical fiber cable, which you can plug into something that has optical out, or you can use a 3.5mm headphone jack. It's quite interesting though how they've used the exact same plug hole to do both of these plugs. Now, it doesn't have any specific plugs in the back of the speaker for RCA cables. However, they've allowed for that by giving you an adapter in the box. Now, while it is quite genius for them to put the two different connectors into the one plug hole, it does mean that you can only plug one of those devices in at the time. So it's either Bluetooth or the wired connector. There's no other connections that you can switch to without physically unplugging and plugging in something different. Now, finally, let's talk about the sound quality of these speakers. Now, these speakers, I have kind of reviewed these before because I did review its big brother, which the link will be in the description down below, which had a massive big subwoofer that came with it. Basically, these ones is that set of speakers, but without the subwoofer. It just comes with these two speakers. So essentially, the sound quality here is exactly the same as its big brother. Now, what you get with the e25HD is some really crisp, high quality sound. I guess that comes with the name of being HD. Now, the speakers in the system, as you can see on the front, there's a main speaker system in the front. Then on top of it, there is a smaller tweeter. Now, neatly packed within the system are dual passive bass radiators. Now, what these are is it's basically a diaphragm in there that will vibrate with the sounds that are going through the system and lift the sound coming out of the unit without actually having another active speaker or subwoofer within the unit. The idea behind this, when executed properly, is giving you bigger sound out of a smaller unit. Now these speakers are quite small when you compare them to other bookshelf or desktop speakers that you can find. But that's not a shortcoming of these speakers, because they are so loud without losing any of that brilliance and clarity. Now just quickly before I move on to a sound test, I've got to mention something I did forget to mention, and the system itself on the active speaker has touch controls. Now the touch controls can play, mute and skip songs, and I'll give you a little bit of a demo now. So to press play, you have to put your hand over all of the buttons on the side. And to pause that, you do the same again. Now this did take me a couple of goes to get it right, because if you hold it down too long, you're going to power down the system. So you've got to be careful with that. So I'm just going to press play again. It's a touch controls. I don't know why they have to insist on touch controls. I guess if you're going to have any controls at all, they probably didn't want to mess up the finish. And now if you swipe up, it's going to repeat the same track. And if you swipe down, it'll skip to the next track. I'm on YouTube at the moment, so it's not really going to work properly. But you do have that option. The thing is, these speakers are quite small, and if you're going for the mute and the play, it's very easy to bump these things and maybe topple them over. Maybe good for a better system. It might have been a better idea to put it on top, so you could tap it like that rather than on the side, so you don't push the thing over. Look, I don't know, just a bit of a design thing there. Alright, so let's finish up with a bit of a sound test. Now, keeping in mind these are testing speakers coming through a microphone and then coming through whatever speakers you're listening to. So yeah, take it at face value, but some people like to hear this sort of stuff. Alright, press start from MDK.
Press start.
Alright, so that's enough desk chair dancing for me. What we'll do, let's press stop instead of press start. There you go, that's what it sounds like. It is coming through a good quality acoustic mic. This microphone is designed to record music. I guess live music, but I don't think it's much difference coming from a speaker. But remember, your speakers may also be different and degrade the sound a little bit. So there you go. You're probably going to have to take my word for it that the sound is fantastic. I don't think anyone would complain about the sound too much, considering the relative size of these things. The price, well, have a look at the price. It'll be in the description down below. We'll also have a link for the website down there as well if you want to go and check out a little bit more of the detail and the pricing, current and relevant to wherever you are in the world. Are you thinking of getting these speakers and have some questions? If I can help you, I will. Put your questions and comments down in the comment section down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If I can't answer your questions, I'll refer you back to the website, where you can probably get into contact with Edifier themselves. Also, don't forget, if you liked this video, click the like button. If you dislike the video, click the dislike button. It's only fair. Also, if you haven't already and you want to see more videos from myself or Aussie Gamers Express, make sure you click that subscribe button. That really helps us out. Thank you very much. Once again, I am Lucas from Aussie Gamers Express, and until next time, I will see ya.